She literally put her head through the apartment window because he had cheated 6 times. 6 times! You must like the red flags. I had an ex break into my car and put a dead animal under the driver's seat. Bruh. It even says this was a really weird move for a vegan person. I don't know what you did, but you might have deserved that. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know. Alright, so this one says, I was dating my high school sweetheart, and after graduation I moved to the big city, got a job with my uncle at a company where he was an executive. So pretty much this person did all this to build a better future for them. They were working full-time, going to school full-time, and that's pretty much their motivation. That's what kept them going. So after a few weeks of this long-distance relationship, she started to become distant, even though we used to talk nearly every single day. So fast forward a couple of weeks later, she tells me through email that she doesn't want to see me anymore. Just 2 months ago, she had been crying about our future, how much she loved me, all the support, and that she's always going to be there for me or whatnot, right? So this left me extremely confused. So I did what I think a lot of people would have done. The very next day, I grabbed whatever little cash I had, got a bus ride home, and I showed up to her work to, see, hey, is it something I did or what? What happened, right? Anyways, I showed up to her workplace, and as soon as she seen me, she gave me the death glare. She said, I didn't ask you to come here, and completely walked away. That was it. What? For a couple of months, I had just been drinking and trying to get over it, but bro, if it wasn't for you, it wasn't for you, and you were fresh out of high school or whatnot, or you were young, I'm gonna say that, so you were still learning. Bro, don't be chasing. If it was for you, it was for you, and hopefully you're doing a lot better now. So one of my exes lied about having skin cancer in an attempt to win me back. I only found out that it was a lie because shortly after being diagnosed, he went to a tanning salon. Bro, of all places you could have gone, you went to a tanning salon. I don't think you really thought about that, because if you have skin cancer, you're not gonna go tanning. You're probably not even gonna go in the sun. Bro, you are a grade A idiot. I had an ex threaten to commit because my character on Sims 3, which is a video game for those that don't know, was dating some computer-generated neighbor. What? They pretty much threatened to commit because you were dating an online character. Bro, talk about jealousy. I got a few questions. How much attention and time were you dedicating to this character? Were you having a cyber relationship with this character? It's kind of cheating, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's like micro cheating. Come on now. I had an ex pretend that he was dying twice. The second time, I messaged his friend on Facebook, got his number, and gave him a call. My ex was at his best friend's house watching a movie. Meanwhile, he was texting me from the hospital bed. And to be clear, I literally never confronted them about the fact that I knew 100% that they were lying. Anyway, so things escalated to him threatening to key my car. And this person did say that these are pretty harsh threats when you consider the fact that she dumped him because he had cheated 6 times. 6 times! And what were the reasons for cheating? According to him, he said, I'm writing a dating book. I needed some perspective. Bro, what kind of dating book is this? Is it a book on what the hell not to do? Because that'd be a damn good book. If you're writing a dating book, trying to fall in love, that's not gonna work. Let me add that during the entire year that we were dating, I only know that his first name and last name were real. He created a totally different life around me. Anything you can think of was a lie. His family, friends, interests, jobs, schools, etc. I never really even knew this person. Good thing you ended it early. You saved yourself a lot more heartbreak. Damn. I feel bad for you. And we've made it to the baby mama drama. So this person said their ex parked the car in the middle of the road and tried to abduct their kids. So basically try to kidnap their kids from school. So they ended up getting into an actual fight with school security. They forced their kids into a car, drove to the apartment, parked sideways on the grass, and refused to open the door when cops showed up, only to have a fight with 3 cops. She was arrested, with 5 felony counts. She got a breathalyzer reading of .41, so she was drunk, she was tipsy, feeling good, doing a whole lot of stupid stuff. The crazy part was that she could not fathom why the courts decided that I was the best choice for permanent custody. Sister, you're out here doing ridiculously stupid stuff. What do you mean, why would they take the kids from you? She claims to not remember anything at all about the incident, nor does she remember the time that she had to show up for court for falsifying documents, disorderly conduct, and being drunk literally while in court. Mind you, this is the exact same person that has no idea why my daughters want nothing to do with her. I got a few ideas, but maybe that's just me. So I had an ex that refused to let me have any female friends over at the house, even though we had 2 male roommates. So she was constantly debasing me, telling me how I ruined her life, and if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have gotten a DWI. The day I broke up with her, she literally put her head through the apartment window. She then took pictures of the injuries and sent it to me, pretty much saying this was my fault. She would constantly tell me that she was in the hospital or something along those lines if I was taking too long to text back. There was at least 4 times in which she convinced me that she was pregnant. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, it's like somebody else had said on here, why in the hell didn't you run the first time? You must like the red flags. Alright, so this one says he suffered from PTSD due to surviving an F5 tornado. And then he became a Satanist. He was arrested for shoplifting, was addicted to cough medicine. He drove his car through a telephone pole while on PCP and had to be rescued by the jaws of life because his car was literally on fire. Bro, what? He was an adult baby who enjoyed wearing diapers. This person also liked going to the clubs, wearing drag outfits. Long story short, he cheated on me at least twice with a random guy from the internet. Alright, so fast forward, he ended up in rehab and he now plays in a Christian band. Oh, and his father's a preacher. Alright, so this one says she faked cancer, I figured it out, and dumped her. One day after we broke up, she was already living in another country. She calls me through Skype, claiming to be her cousin to announce to me that she had died. She didn't realize that her camera was literally on. When I told her that I could see her, she cussed me out in Portuguese and ended the call. That's the last time I ever spoke with her because she blocked me immediately afterward. Alright y'all, so these are getting pretty crazy. This one says I dated a guy very briefly, about 3 or 4 dates. His entire family was Wiccan. After I decided it wouldn't work out, I broke things off with him, and he ended up calling me at work to tell me that he was really sick and in the hospital. I told him that, hey, I'm sorry, but you need to call somebody else. Things between us are over. His sister ended up finding me and putting a curse on me and my future love life. I laughed it off and completely forgot about it. Many years later, I went through a string of cheating bastards who were just so bad to me, and then I remembered the curse. I finally ended up meeting a great guy, so hopefully this curse thing is over. We got the cheaters coming out. She flirted with my best friend while I was in the car with her, so they're all in the same car and she's messing around. Damn! They later hooked up and moved in together. She ended up stabbing him in the shoulder because she didn't like the fact that he was too outgoing and he was never home. Bro, your homeboy kinda did you a favor. Sometimes you just gotta let life be life. Let life sometimes. Come on, y'all. It's not all bad.